sun, you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Boom.
I gotta do it in foot, Mama. I gotta do it in foot, Mama. Because I believe you.
Oh my god.
I gotta do it
Oh god, George.
because I believe you. Because I believe you.
Papa is a bird watcher, so this is a really big moment. All right, today is January 2nd, 2023. It is 1:56 p.m. I record 2 videos already. I've edited both of them. Today my husband is off. I try to do quick recordings and then go and hang out with them. But what he did, he took my oldest and went to play basketball. So I have the office again, and so I was like, let me record. All right, any new subscribers, welcome. Let's go on Twitter. There is a lot to share with you. I went through some of the things. Let me see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 tweets. So who knows how long I'm gonna take on each one of them. Okay, so let's go on Twitter. This is the first one. Now apparently ITV is gonna have an interview with Harry. I didn't know about that. So this is 21 seconds. For any newcomers, if this is the first video you're watching, due to copyright, so when there is any videos that I'm sharing with you, I have to do something or say something to interrupt the flow of the video. I'll show you, for instance. I'm sorry, I'm taking too long. There's these 2 videos, all right, that I made since, I don't know, I think Saturday or something like that, and it's eligible. So I disputed, okay, these 2 videos, so I'm waiting for them to tell me if my dispute is valid, so they could let me make a penny off of it. If they say no, then I'll take some time and go re-edit and cut the part that they don't want. Okay, so this is why sometimes I need to interrupt it. So the part that they want me to, that they put a strike, not strike, they flag that video, I was alternating between Princess Diana's voice, Charles' voice, and back and forth, so the thing is not the same. So that was my dispute on that particular video. So I'll see if they let me, if they'll prove it. All right, so these two, which I finished, I think both of them this morning. No, this one was either Friday or Saturday, and both of these, you know, they're taking their time to review them. All right, but the others are fine. These are fine. So you might see some videos that were dated back in December coming late in January. These are the issues my channel's going through. Now, if you've seen some of my videos, how I, you know, show my receipts and talk about different things, you will understand why they're giving me a hard time. Okay, so I took too long to explain my thing here, so let's get back to this. All right, so Prince Harry's interview with Tom Bradby will air at 9 p.m. on ITV on January 8th. Okay, so this is 21 seconds.
It never needed to be this way. The leaking and the planting. I want a family, not an institution. They feel as though it's better to keep us somehow as the villains. They've shown absolutely no willingness to reconcile. I would like to get my father.
Okay, there's something he said here. I'm gonna go back. This is really quick because it's a preview and he's saying a lot of things here. These are things that I've said before. All right, I want a family, not an institution. Those who have been with me since 200, this is my starting point with you guys, because that's where my channel started taking, you know, foot. I've been saying this. I said the royal family, there's different levels, different parts to it. There's the institution and there's the family, and I think I said there was something else. All right, when I said that, a lot of people, you know, were disagreeing with me. They were like, no, they want it. Like, I was, no, it's two different things. But what the royal family did, okay, I do not know who advised. I think the queen know how to do that, but they got into Charles. Someone must have told Charles something and F it up, okay, to mix it up, family with the business. Okay, whoever told him that is really, this is what's really effing that royal family up. And this is Harry right now, who's saying he already knew he's not heir to the throne, so he wanted the family aspect of that. Okay, and before Meghan got into the business, he even met Meghan, he keep on telling those people there's a borderline, there is a line that they must not cross with him, but then they keep on invading his privacy. Okay, so this is the part here. I want a family, not an institution. And the other thing here as well, I must say with Harry, the way they enshrine, they put nonsense into the heirs to the throne, the nonsense that they put in their head, where I've even said they're like a freaking machine. They have no feeling, nothing. They operate like a freaking robot. Okay, so Harry needs to be careful here, because these people don't want to change. Okay, you see what happened to your mother. At this point, from the time they took his security away, they sent people at his doorstep in Canada. Okay, you have what, 4 months old with your wife, send people at your front door. What the F do you want to see anymore? These people do not want to change. I did a video, it has been done before, and I really encourage, if I was Meghan, don't even step over there. All right, because these people will be nice to you, give you everything that you want to go over there, and then they'll do what they need to do with you. So at this point, Harry needs to understand that his mother is not there because of exactly that. These people have no feeling whatsoever. All right, from that little cue, this is all the thing I got from it. Okay, so he wants a family, not an institution. Let's
Family, not an institution. They feel as though it's better to keep us somehow as the villains. They've shown.
This is the thing, they're reversing the thing, making it seem like it's Harry and Meghan's fault, because Harry and Meghan don't want to how will you say that, they don't want to be silenced, pretty much. Okay, you inflicting pain onto them, so they're like, no, these things are hurting me. So what needs to happen for the heirs, Charles and Harry, and not Harry, Charles and William, and what's the Saiho? Okay, what needs to be done to these people? It's for them to feel exactly what Harry and Meghan are going through, because they will never ever understand Harry and Meghan's feeling. Okay, look what happened to Princess Diana. Did Charles learn anything? No. Okay, so that's that. Let's continue.
And absolutely no willingness to reconcile. I would like to get my father back. I would like to have my brother back.
Alright, Harry, the two people that you had some sort of a connection with, you had so much respect for, your grandfather and your grandma, they are gone. At this point, you are dealing with two machines. Okay, I've been saying this from day one. Let's read some of the comments. Okay, he's better than me. I possibly try with my father, but the brother could kick rock endlessly. With the Saiho next to Charles, no. I don't know. They could try, but I don't know. Harry, honey, let your nasty father and brother go. They want your family dead. Thank you. Okay, I'm not the only one who see that. Okay, William signed Harry's name to a public statement. This is fraud, a crime, and abuse of power. He used his employees to brief British media for 6 years, leaking under guise of palace sources. William is untrustworthy and exhibit unstatesmanlike conduct. William can be trusted. Okay, that's a criminal offense. Yeah, because the thing is that they know they could get away with it because laws and policies that's in the UK is they are shielded from that. Okay, so if this thing needs to, they need to remove that kind of a shield from the royal family, because if they know they could go to jail, they know there will be certain punishment could be applied to them, perhaps they'll learn. So once they know, I mean, just imagine if you know you can never be wrong on anything. Can you imagine the nonsense people would do? Okay, the shield that they put around the royal family needs to be removed. That way those people could behave in a how would I say that, in a respectable manner, so they could respect other citizens. Okay, interesting that he gave a British channel an interview, one that has made it a sport to vilify his wife. It would have been better to just stick with Anderson Cooper. Well, he knows the media over there. He already told us who he's willing to deal with, so we shall see. Let me see, there's 14 comments under that. Okay, let's see here. Just leave him. We British people deserve to hear from him. Tom Bradby has done nothing to him. That's another thing. Isn't he the same one who went to South Africa, who asked Meghan if she's okay or something like that? So yeah, Harry already told us who he's willing to deal with over there. So that's that. But Tom Bradby, no, he's not gonna get any medals because he's friends with Harry. Okay, just leave him. Okay, just leave him. We British people deserve to hear from him. Tom Bradby has done nothing to him. There is no single channel in the UK that has not been vile, but he should be able to tell the British public the truth. Yeah, That too, I agree with that. Okay, I understand Harry, as a British man, has a deep connection to his country of origin. He even served them in the army, but I think the penny hasn't dropped for him. The fact that not a single organization or person spoke up for him, his wife, when the worst of it happened in 2019. Yeah, especially that organization they donate to, they kept it silent. They didn't say a damn thing. That was like, this really got me, and I was like, I'm not gonna. I wanted to remove, you see, all the charities that I have in my intro and all of that. I don't know what got into me and made me calm myself down and say, you know, just think of the people that they're serving. Okay, I agree with you 100%, but I think Harry probably trusts this journalist. I think so too. Okay, but we shall see. They could still give him a bad edit to make it appear he said something one way but actually said it another by deleting sound bites. All right, let's see here. Okay, Prince Harry to be interviewed by journalists who prompted Meghan's "not okay" comment in 2019. The Duke of Sussex new book comes after his and Meghan Markle's tell-all Netflix documentary. That was when 2022, December 20. Okay, last month. Okay, yeah, but Tom Bradby has been a close friend of his. Okay, not many Brits have Sky to watch CBS, ITV. Tom Bradby has worked with him for a long time, and he has good relationship with him. I mean, the thing is, as long he does his job, that's all. Just tell the truth, okay? It doesn't have to be a friend or whatever. All the journalists need to do is do his job. Tell the truth so the British people could make up their own mind. Don't make the mind for them. Don't make the decision. Don't make the mind for them. Don't make the decision for them. Just tell the truth, and that's it. And this is where the problem with the UK, with the royal rat and the royal family, they want to hear what they want to hear. Okay, so they give people access so they could paint the perfect pictures of what they want to hear. But in reality, all people want to hear is the truth. And then we could make our educational guess or decision or whatever it may be. All right, let's read some few more and then move on. Okay, yeah, but Tom Bradby has been a close friend of his. Not many Brits have Sky. Okay, I read this. Bradby has always dealt fairly with Harry. That's the thing here. Fairly. That's what we want to hear. And as such, he is trusted. Let the British people hear their prince. Okay, and perhaps one of them will be kind and post the full interview to YouTube or something. Okay, he probably has contractual obligation to promote his book in certain countries. He chose to do the UK interview with Bradbury because he is a British journalist he trusts. Could be. To be fair, his interview with Tom Bradby, who's his friend. Okay, he gave a reporter an interview. Why not get his story out by those that try to vilify him and make... No. Harry doesn't want them to make any money off of him anymore. They have done enough. He has had a friendship with Tom Bradby for 20 years. Okay, I agree. ITV are trash. Okay, as long as they report the truth, well, they know Harry doesn't play anymore. If they change his words and things like that, Harry could act on his own now. All right, next week. Now, Steve Smith is let me see, who did he help from president? Is a Republican in the US who helped something McCain. Yeah, McCain. Yeah, so he's one of those few Republicans, one of the good ones before the Trump era, okay, who said things in a fairly manner. Okay, so his thing popped up on my timeline. I think one of the squad retweeted it, and it happened on my timeline, and now I'm following him because I've heard him before on TV, and I don't always agree with him, but he seems to be a level-headed person, unlike the crazies you be hearing, you know, like the Trumps type of people. All right, so I'm following him now. Okay, the British media and royal correspondents are in the access business. The royal family and British media are co-dependent institutions. That is Harry and Meghan's fundamental point. They always draw the low card in the shuffle between the palace and the press. British press. All right, let's see. He wrote this piece. I'm not gonna read the article. The Duchess of Sussex and her stalkers. I call them terrorists because they're following them. They do saying all sort of stuff. I have a video where I explain why I decided to put that term. Okay, perhaps it is best to begin with a comparison of character between two men who have both been under fire. The first man responded like this, Piers Morgan. Okay, maybe it's something I should read, but I want to focus on the tweets only. Let me bookmark it, maybe at some... Oh my God, so many articles for me to read. Harry and Meghan weren't defended from unprecedented viciousness because they weren't worth the cost of the transaction. That is how the game is played. They were the perpetual 10 card that fell short against the proverbial king and queen's card. Okay, let's see here. Great job, Steve. John McCain. Okay, so there it is. Yeah, John McCain's daughter doesn't seem to understand irony. At Royal Suitor 2023 Best Royal Read. Very well stated. What we're seeing is what happens when the slow couple free themselves from the golden shackle around their foot in order to give themselves a fighting chance of outrunning the bear, otherwise known as the British National Press. All right, let's see here. Okay, I like what you did there. Okay, there's that. Piers Morgan is a hypocrite. He called the royal family racist in this video clip. Okay, I went over it so many times. I don't want to... Okay, it's only 8 seconds.
Meghan's marrying into a family which has, to put it mildly, a dodgy track record on race. It's not Meghan Markle's problem. It's their problem. Meghan's...
Okay, I came across Piers Morgan the very first time when he was working for CNN. After that, I think I saw him once and I couldn't stand him. The nonsense he was spewing. Betrayal is at the core of the Harry and Meghan story, but the betrayal belonged to the royal family who won't defend them, as well as the grotesque Thomas Markle, Meghan's father, who sold his daughter out for 30 pieces of silver to the British press. Exactly. A bit surprised but glad to see Steve in this space with his usual erudite yet bare-knuckle commentary. Spare. Excellent article and explanation of why Harry and Meghan were thrown to the media wolves. The only comment I question is that even without the Duke and Duchess title, Harry with royal blood will still be a prince by birth, as his father a king and late grandmother a queen. Harry and Meghan, Prince and Princess Henry of Wales. Bring it on. There's the laugh. Let's ask people of Wales which royal they prefer. Always said these people should be careful what they wish for. Alright, so there's that. Okay, William and Kate and Jason Kenoff colluded with a mail on Sunday and Sun to smear Meghan. Okay, you tell them, Smith. Thank you. This is the greatest opinion article about Harry and Meghan I have ever read. Thanks for telling the truth about Piers Morgan and the Sussexes. Other tormentors, you nailed it, Steve Smith. Okay, so sad. Harry seems such a good lad and then deserved this betrayal. Also shows us the dereliction and duty of care that any white family have a person to family members who are immigrants and of color. They are more vulnerable and consequences are more severe for them. All right, so I said I bookmarked this, right? Did I bookmark it? Well, let me click on it. I'll leave the link in the description. I'm not gonna read it for this video, okay, because I want to keep that kind of short. I already 20 minutes already, and this is my third tweet. Okay, next tweet. All right, this is Mirror. This is someone who retweeted and it happened on my timeline. I didn't like it because this is the Mirror. I only bookmark it, so no, I didn't even bookmark it. I just grabbed the link. Okay, bitter Harry savages William a new book saying he had to play second fiddle. The book is not even out. What do they know? Is there something that I'm not aware of? Do they have advanced copies or something? Okay, if they have advanced copies, maybe that's a different story, but the book is not out yet. Okay, Prince of Pegging is responsible for majority of the mess in that family. Willie, along with his Betsy's Jason Kenoff, has indirectly contributed to Harry's losing his unborn child. Can you thinking about this? My God, very sad. I'm not gonna go into this. They all are baggage for God. Okay, rumors are carried by haters, spread by fools, and accepted by idiots. There's that. Right, expected to, reported to be, believed to be, that is extent of your knowledge of what's in Prince Harry's book. That's what I was saying. How would they know that what the book is unless there's an advanced copy somewhere? OMG, what a revelation. The oldest son becomes king. Who knew? Gosh, that's worth the £8 just on its own, isn't it? How will the masses have known that? What other stunning and brave tidbits do you have for us? The sky is blue. Okay, welcome to the world of young sibling everywhere, Harry. Okay, now he's a second husband. Does he also consider daughter Lily as a spare? Okay, I don't know, and I don't plan on reading that article. I don't know what they're making reference. I don't even know why I even put it for me to share. All right, next tweet. All I'm saying is this man does not have his clothes and plastic storage bin anymore. Okay, the picture we were looking when they were at Frogmore. My goodness. Yeah, he's looking very sharp here. The suede shoes. I don't have any problem with his shoes. It's the squad who usually bring it. Now they don't even bring it, and my eyes go straight to it to see what type of shoes he's wearing. It's the suede shoes. Oh, look at this. I swear I did not see this. Those shoes. Man's not letting go of them, LOL. It's the squad who let me into that shoe thing. I have no problem with it. Okay, there's the laugh. Okay, no way that single pair of brown shoes are still looking this good with as much wear as he gets out of them. Okay, I really think Harry must have at least 5 pair of these same brown shoes. Yo, I told you the story of my Clarks. When I go to the outlet, if I see a shoes that I like, I'll buy at least 5 different pairs, and then I'll wear one of them until it's worn out, and then get the next one until it worn out. Okay, I think I'm on, yeah, I just took one out maybe last month. Okay, one of my Clarks, and I think I have 2 more left. Okay, so I'm good for, you know, shoes walking around. I'm good for a couple years. The man have a walking closet and his head is not hitting any ceiling. Okay, amen. And his whole demeanor is one of standing to his full height, no having to make himself small so others can look tall. I love this for Harry. Meghan completed and gave him the confidence to stand tall in his own space. Okay, he is looking so hot and happy. Okay, good King Harry. Nah, and he now has summer clothes, spring clothes, winter clothes, and fall clothes. Well, in addition to the brown suede shoes and the gray polo shirt that he likes so much. Every time I see Harry now, the song Upgrade by Beyonce comes to mind. Harry married up. Siri, play Upgrade. All right, let me stop laughing. Siri, play Upgrade You by Beyonce. The shoe have been upgraded too. Right. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. I swear the squad, I didn't see those comments about the shoes when I started talking about it. Alright, next tweet. Okay, there's the laugh. LOL at Prince Harry delaying the spare 60 minutes interview trailer until the middle of the night, UK. All the newspapers have already been printed. He will forever troll the media. Okay, with the Tom Bradby thing here where I said, you know, he already knows who's he's willing to, you know, give interviews to, because he already knows who have smeared his name, who pretty much tormented him and his little family. Okay, naturally, CBS made the final trailer timing decision based on their business consideration, but I prefer to believe Harry's team nudged them just like they did for that podcast episode of Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard. Let's see here. Is that a text? Okay, so you could freeze your screen and read that. Okay, maybe he is just doing things based on his time zone. All of their rollout have been work of art. Shutter Island and Voivode in the morning. There's that. He really can't stand them. And it's glorious. Yeah, he been saying that. He even said he didn't even, he can't stand, I think, London, because that's where they're so infested. Okay, his level of pettiness is inspiring. There's a lot. And the old voter thinks they savvy. Hazard is always 10 steps ahead. All right, let's do here. Harry to the press. Boom. All right, let's go to the next tweet. I'm already 27 minutes. Oh my God. I think I'm gonna leave that. Okay, I really want Prince Harry to stop talking. Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, what do you mean to stop talking? If the press stop talking about him, then he'll stop talking. Okay, this book was in the making for a long time. So now it's gonna come out. He needs to talk and, how do you call it, promote it. Okay, let's see here. There's V. This is the most engagement she's gotten on a tweet in a while. Who is that? Zizi Mills, 43,000 plus. Okay, followed by Hopin Matthew. Okay, I don't know who these people. Butler MP. Oh, Dawn Butler. I know of Dawn Butler. Okay, I don't know her personally, but the thing she did on Parliament where she told Bojo was lying, and then they kick her out. So let's see here, and I spoke about it about her in one of my videos. Right. He will stop talking when his family stop leaking to the media. You love the tabloid propaganda and hate him defending himself. Some of you are the reason why there's an increase in domestic violence. He isn't forcing you to listen to him. 35 seconds. I'm gonna stop in between.
He was only a teenager, lost his mum at a very early age, was rebelling. You know, he wasn't the only one. Prince William was getting drunk quite a lot himself. Nobody seemed to report about that. So there was an image of the good prince and the bad prince, and Harry got labelled the bad prince.
It's sad. I think Princess Diana, that, you know, left him so young, and nobody was really protecting him. Okay, and then the press, I don't know, those adults over there, grown men and women are doing this thing. I don't understand. And this is Harry at the Obama Foundation saying he thought the longer you live, you know, the more experience you will have.
I don't want to say it's refreshing, but it is nice to know that kids that young have an appreciation and understanding greater than some of the people who have been on this planet for 60, 70 years. You know, before social media, before internet, before the way that everybody was connected in a positive way, it was always presumed, this is my take on it, maybe very wrong, but I think the presumption was always the longer you spend on this planet, the more experience and the more knowledge that you have. Fine, I think we all agree that the longer you're around for, the more experience you have.
This is not to say you're going to school, you have an education. Sometimes common sense, living from the time you were born to whatever, you're 40, 50, or 60. You know, if you put your finger in a hot fire, you're gonna get burned. So you learn. You don't need to go to school to learn that. Okay? Through experience. I don't understand the mentality of those tabloid people in the UK. The common sense, they don't even respect the boundary of children. They're even talking about those babies over there. And I'm looking at the things that they're talking about. It's like freaking pre-K. The nonsense that they're putting on, you know, worldwide, talking about those kids. This is not fair. And then you have those parents, William and Kate, don't say a damn thing. I don't know. I don't know. It really will take a miracle for those kids to, I don't know, for a miracle to happen to them, to get the common sense. All right, let's continue.
If the problem was Harry, as one senior courtier said to me, the solution was the army. But that wouldn't happen until he was 20, which meant the Royal Press Office faced nearly 2 years of Prince Harry as fair game.
She doesn't want to be a British public figure in the royal family. Go back to America. It's a joke. It's a joke.
As fair game.
It's a joke.
For a hungry press pack.
That's sad. And then this is the guy. He knows very well. Robert Jobson. He knows very well. Listen to him saying the obvious.
He was only a teenager, lost his mum at a very early age, was rebelling. You know, he wasn't the only one. Prince William was getting drunk quite a lot himself. Nobody seemed to report about that. Okay,
that was your job. Why didn't you do that? He's acting as if it was somebody else who should be doing it. You are in the position to write something, the truth. You don't have to go out of your way to write false accusation. I know this video is late, is old, so, you know, he sound like it should have been somebody else's job to do it. You are. This is your job. But anyway, baggage forgot. Okay, not one single person is forcing you to listen. Okay, making reference to the original tweet. I really want Prince Harry to stop talking. Don't listen. Don't listen. Don't click on his stuff. Don't click on the Sussex Squad things. All right, after this, that's it. Okay, there's that. Diana should keep quiet. There's this. Shut up. Keep your imbecilic opinion to yourself. The royal family has been leaking against him and Meghan for the last 6 years and still doing so. Why do you want him to accept abuse? Alright, there's all of this. Okay, I really want Zizi to stop telling other people what to do. There's something called free will. Exercise it and tune him out. No one is forcing you to listen or read anything. Now go. There's that here. Here we go. Let's silence those that tries to defend themselves against abuse and racial injustice. Have you ever popped into Massa at the palace and asked him to stop using their mouthpieces at Fleet Street to stop abusing his wife? All right, so there's that. Let me move on to the next one. My goodness, there's history about that, but I don't want to go in full detail. Okay, sometimes being nice, it doesn't cut it. Okay, because we already seen what these people are capable of doing. When we look at our history, slavery, things that they do to people, okay, literally people, okay, they inflict pain onto those people as if, you know, the same machinery mindset, the mentality Charles and William have, okay, that I keep on saying, okay, based on my perspective, what I think they have, they behave. Think of that. Okay, back in the days, things that they do to the slaves. So at this point, we already know, okay, how far they could go with their savagery. So we have nothing to lose when you think about it. We have absolutely nothing to lose because we've already seen. Okay, history book have been written. This is why they don't even want to teach history. They want to erase it because it's so bad. Okay, we already know what they are capable of doing. So why allow them to take one step further into that same path from where our ancestors have been enchained? Can you imagine being on a boat in one position until God knows how long the freaking voyage was? Just think about these things. Okay, nothing to lose. Sometimes I think, you know, those people who jump in the sea to their death, maybe, I don't know. I don't want to, let me not go there. Let me not go there. All right. So, Hugh, episode 3 with Brian Stevenson on Live to Lead is another tearjerker while being hopeful and purposeful. Takeaway: dream big, and got to be brave, brave. Like Live to Lead Netflix docuseries, Service is Universal, Archwell, Fight for Change, Harry and Meghan. Yeah, this is the thing here. For those who are new, I used to watch a lot of Hugo's channel, and mostly Hugo, I would say, because he used to have at least, I don't know if he still do, because I don't have time to watch. With all those videos I keep on putting out, I don't have time to watch as many. When I do, I watch, sometime I hop onto Baron's channel. I think it's Sussex Foil, because he usually do live streaming and stuff like that, so I'll hop on and just listen. But the thing that I was seeing in some of the comments, and I used to be a troll in there too, when I see certain important topic being discussed in the comment section, and I used to be like, oh my God, a lot of the comments used to be good, but they were missing some really important things. So there are times I used to write long comment under there, and it's because of V, who I stumbled on one of her videos. I think it was the Maya Angelou video, and then right after that video there was another video was recommended to me of V's videos as well. And that particular video, I remember V was encourage people to create a positive Sussex channel, and it's to that the ideas start popping up in my mind. It wasn't automatically. I'm lazy as hell, and I know once I start dedicating to something, I'll be doing it and stuff like that. And I thought about it. I was like, oh no. But you know, little at a time, I started thinking about it. But just that one time, I think I wrote a freaking biography under Hugo's comment, and this is where it caught my attention. I was like, wait a second, if you typing that long, plus I was using my phone, there's probably tons of spelling errors and all of that because my phone is so effed up. So I remember taking a while to type my thought because of an important topic that was being discussed, and I felt the essence, something was missing. And then because of that, then I started thinking about it a bit more. All right, so, and then now you have this. And the best thing is, because I know there's one of my followers who said who's gonna create a Positive Sussex channel, and I told her to let me know when she does it so I could, you know, promote it here as well. I don't do that often because I got duped by one channel which I thought was good, and later on I find it's crappy. All right, I'm off a little bit. So how many of you have seen the Live to Lead series? Because up to now I think I only saw up to episode 5, and episode 5 I need to watch it again because I was doing some stuff and I didn't even touch episode 6. All right, so that's that. Let's move on to the next one. And it's very hard wrenching to see people who goes to jail for doing absolutely nothing because of accusation, and people who, you know, plot against them, the police who sometimes do things. Our people are going through so much. Our people are going through so much. We need to pay attention. Vote and vote and vote. But can you imagine this now? This just popped up in my mind. Through the hell, African American, pretty much black people around the world, okay, your skin color is a passport to be mistreated for some reason, okay? But in America, when you think about it, the struggle that we went through, we fought through barricades after barricade as best as we can. Now these people feel like they still should have everything. Now, despite the fact that many of us are still suffering, there's some white people still suffering too, but I'm making reference mostly in African American because many laws and stuff are put in place to prevent them from moving forward. But for some reason, many of us find our ways. After all the things that they've done, they got, you know, the money, jobs is available for them or to them and all of that. Now they still haven't have enough. That little progress we were making, they were willing to destroy our country, and they still at it. Okay, they were willing to destroy our government because they feel like they should be the only one. They all are baggage for God. Okay, so that crossed my mind. I don't know if I explained it properly, but it crossed my mind. Next week, let's see here. This is awesome. All right, so okay, it's a video, TikTok video. Let's listen to it.
The 4 traits we're covering in this video, I call the 4 E's: envy, empathy, entitlement, and exploitiveness. Envy. Narcissists tend to strongly envy people who have something that they believe they deserve. In Megan's case, she literally had the envy of the entire world. Certainly every little girl in the world. Does it get any...
Let's just say most, okay? Always leave one, at least one out, because not everybody wants that. Yeah, I've talked about this, and I even said there's no way I want to do this because it's a lot of work. And the thing with Megan and Harry, they are passionate. All right, so let's continue. Listen, I'm moving it back slightly.
Certainly every little girl in the world. Does it get any better than being a princess? And yet she chose to give this all up.
You know, she sacrificed everything that she ever knew, the freedom that she had, to join me in my world.
Empathy. Narcissists consistently exhibit a lack of empathy. They only care about themselves. Well, in Megan's life, it seems her greatest love was doing charitable work. Watch this clip.
Like I said, I know I paused it, but like I said, Megan was doing a lot of these things on the side, okay? After doing her suit, her whatever gigs she got that helps pay the bill, but in her free time, these are the things that she was doing. Okay, let's listen.
When I would do suits, I would, in hiatus, go to India, go to Rwanda and do cause-driven work. That's what I was excited about. I wasn't trying to find like the great indie film that's gonna get me an Oscar, and no, I just wanted to go and volunteer.
Entitled. Narcissists feel they are entitled to the success, admiration, power, and grandiosity they're craving.
And that's what's driving the royal family crazy right now. The things, the adoration Harry and Meghan are getting just for being themselves. Okay, they envy that, and instead of them doing the right thing, for them to do the right thing, they rather try to destroy Harry and Meghan, because people like them for who they are and things that they do. I've said that so many times. Okay, nobody wants to applaud bullshit nonsense. Okay, so that's that.
As we covered in part 1 of the series. And literally to have a title, Meghan and Harry gave up the greatest titles in the world, Prince and Princess. Look at the lengths some people go to.
There's, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's a mistake here. They didn't give that title up. They just left. They pulled themselves back. But if I understand, I could be wrong. Maybe he's right. But from my understanding, because Charles is Harry's father and he is the monarch, so Harry is a prince, and then Meghan is a princess. Now if Harry had given the title of dukedom, okay, Duke of Sussex back, then he will be, you know, he will not be a duke. But in terms of prince, this is his birthright. That's my understanding. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comment section.
Hold on to power.
We will never give up. We will never concede.
Ask yourself, would a true
my God.
narcissist worth?
I swear, I didn't even know he was talking about this. I think I said it at the end of that last tweet that I was sharing. Wow.
With their salt, ever give up all that Meghan and Harry had? Exploitiveness. Narcissists will do anything to get what they think they deserve. Meghan seems to be a narcissist in reverse. She did the exact opposite. She and Harry gave up everything in stepping away from their positions in the royal family. Perhaps most significant.
This is the scary part. Okay, this is the thing that really get me angry, to say these people are terrorists. These are the, if some of you did not see the documentary of Harry and Meghan on Netflix, this clip was shown after they pulled their security and people were coming at their gate, literally at their gate. They blurred their faces. Okay, I would show it, because what were you doing? You trespasser. But this is the thing that really make me say they are terrorists. Harry and Meghan is running away from them, but yet you're coming at their front door. Okay?
Again of all, Meghan and Harry gave up their safety.
Our location was exposed. We knew our security was being pulled. Everyone in the world knew where we were.
They've decided that our security will be removed on the 31st of March, and I'm worried. I am genuinely concerned.
Okay.
The 4 traits were...
Alright, so I get flagged a lot with a lot of those videos. After watching this video where Harry is saying that he's panicking and stuff like that, it just remind me of a video that I have of William, who, I don't know, I guess he was walking with his family or bike ride with his family, and then he was going berserk. He was panicking because there was a photographer who he felt like was following him. So if he could, I think I have that video, I will share it with you. If he could be panicking like this, okay, why would he inflict similar pain to his brother? So let me show you that video.
You can have this altercation. I know. I just realised who it was, and I've just. You didn't. You're out here looking for us. Don't. I was actually. You drove past us outside our house. I saw you. No, I didn't. I haven't been near the house. I've not been. I promise you, I've not been near your house. I'm not going to lie. Yes, you are. How dare you behave like you've done my children? How dare you? I have not done anything. You're stalking around here looking for us and our children. I went for a quiet bike ride with my children on Saturday, and you won't even give me your name. You're outrageous. You're disgusting. You really are. You can have this altercation.
Okay, exactly. To me, and the other thing that crossed my mind, is it the political article? I didn't read the article, but they had a picture of, I think Trump was in it. Who was that? Elon Musk, Kanye. There's this guy with the Bitcoin, and there was a lady. I think she was convicted or something. Okay, and then they put Meghan's name on it, on that same picture cover, and then they put something narcissist. Okay, this is what got people really upset about. Okay, because Meghan is not should not be in that group at all. Exactly. Too many think of a narcissist as someone who likes attention, and that's the only qualifier. By that definition, I said that vast majority of human beings will qualify as narcissists, but as we see here, the intent behind why someone garner attention matters. Okay, listen to this man. He is speaking truth. Okay, wish I could see part 2 of this. Okay, this explain a lot, explain why so many people hate Meghan Markle so much. Okay, and it makes sense too. Okay, yes indeed, this man is spitting pure facts. Okay, this is brilliant. I really can't understand the hatred for this young lady. It makes no sense. That's the thing. There's a possibility it's just a few who's making the noise. It's just that he got, you know, the institution has money and friends all around the globe.
Mrs. Barker-Bowles is a great friend of mine. I have a large number of friends. I'm terribly lucky to have so many friends who I think are wonderful and make the whole difference to my life, which would become intolerable otherwise.
To spew those negativity about Meghan. That's the thing here. But it's when people stop and listen and then they make their own conclusion, they see the tabloid is wrong. Okay, and this is what really pushes me to continue doing my channel. And then, you know, YouTube is suppressing a lot of things. Was it may God protect all of you always? Okay, God, I guess that's the spelling here. May God protect all of you always. Truthful, Harry and Meghan are the anti-narcissists. That's why the real narcissist people are projecting their attitude upon them. Only dumb Americans will believe this load of BS. Okay, what load of BS? What the guy was saying is the truth, but okay. I don't know. I don't know what he meant by that. Next tweet. Okay, take a listen. When you can, he nailed it. It's really good. Alright, someone had sent this to me, and they don't want it happen. I saw it on my timeline. I don't know if it's because I clicked on it or whatever, but it was way after. So it's 8 minutes and 33 seconds. My very first thought when I saw this
Meghan Markle's interview,
this was that it's a young guy. Okay, young people are talking. This is really matter why I said young people, because they are the future. Without young people, the monarchy doesn't exist. Will not exist because young people are more savvy, you know, more bright than those old people. All right. Time to abolish the monarchy. Meghan Markle's interview has exposed the monarchy. 8 minutes and 33 seconds.
Has exposed the monarchy for what it is. Shadowy, unaccountable, riddled with racism, and completely intolerant of anyone who they have deemed has crossed them. Ever since she's married into the royal family, she has received widespread vilification from the British media, including media outlets attacking her for doing the exact same things as the Duchess of Cambridge, Kate, has done. Being briefed against by the royal family, including false claims she made Kate cry when it was the other way round.
He reminds me, I don't know, he doesn't look like it. He reminds me of the YouTubers who tricked, eyelashes and those other royal rats to speak about the Oprah interview when they didn't even see it. That's what he reminds me of. His voice. I don't know. He doesn't look like him though. No, that's not him.
A senior royal questioning how dark the skin would be of her child, of not getting support when she was driven to the verge of suicide because of the atmosphere of racist hostility within the royal household. What does it say about an institution which drives a woman to the brink of suicide because of the colour of her skin, which pursues a relentless vendetta against her, whilst another royal, Prince Andrew, who had links with one of the most notorious paedophiles on the face of the earth, close links, he is protected, he is honoured, he remains tightly within the royal fold.
This should tell people a lot. Okay, I have some videos on this channel about him, and then I have a lot more with court cases and things like that on my other channel regarding that. okay, without regarding Andrew and Virginia Giuffre. All right.
An institution which hounds women of colour but protects close allies of paedophiles. Now, all accusations of bullying need to be taken very, very seriously. But what does it say about an institution that leaks allegations of bullying against Meghan in the run-up to a interview which is going to be very damaging to that institution, then launches an inquiry into them? Where is the inquiry into the very, very serious accusations of bullying and of failing to protect someone on the verge of suicide?
And this is the thing too, like I was saying at the beginning of this video, is that the institution, the people, the royal family is shielded from laws, because something like that, okay, to falsely accuse somebody and then to put a worker's name on the application without even them knowing, okay, because they know they could get away with it. That's why. This is why I was saying, I think in one video I said at some point, if this continues, this needs to be gone to like international court, because they're smearing her name worldwide. Alright, let's continue.
We've seen this movie before, except this time extra helpings of racism have been thrown in. A quarter of a century, Princess Diana, the mother of course of Prince Harry, spoke out about the horrendous treatment she received at the hands of the royal family.
Same thing.
2 years later, deprived of security, she was chased to her death by paparazzi. Now, racist attitudes within the royal family are hardly a secret. Prince Philip once told British students in China, "You'll get slitty eyes if you stay too long," amongst many, many other racist statements.
Oh my god, he said that? This is crazy. Oh my god, this is only 2 minutes and 45 seconds. And there's 8 minutes and 33. This video is gonna be extra long.
Princess Michael of Kent was forced to apologise after wearing a gratuitously racist brooch. With Prince Harry and Meghan saying it wasn't the Queen or Prince Philip who said these racist comments about their child, we can only speculate about who it was. There are much darker histories as well. According to the Telegraph, King Edward VIII and his wife Wallis Simpson were dutiful and patriotic to the end, unlike Meghan and Harry. Now, this abdicating king, who they are venerating, was a Nazi lover. His wife was a Nazi lover. The Nazis wanted to install this dutiful and patriotic couple as a puppet regime if they succeeded in invading Britain with their genocidal regime. Yet these Nazis are held up by right-wing newspapers as a way of contrast to shame a victim of racism. Now,
this is the thing. History is very important. History matters. These things, I don't know. We need to look, well, people in the UK needs to look at their history the same way as American needs to look at their history as well, because it helps in how we move forward.
Stories of Diana and Meghan should force us to ask some very, very serious and very far-reaching questions about an institution which is held up as the embodiment of the nation, but which in practice lives in the shadows without accountability, and which exacts terrible vengeance on those who are seen to have crossed it. What a lack of faith and confidence we must have in ourselves to believe that those who should be our figureheads should not be selected by virtue of their talent or their ability or how effective they are at representing all of us, but by the privilege of their birth. This is at best a national soap opera with many, many dysfunctional plot lines, rather than an institution which can proudly say that it represents Britain in the 21st century. Wow. Imagine that instead we could cherish the achievements of our ancestors.
I've talked about this, okay? I've talked about this. The Industrial Revolution came from the UK. You have so many great things that the UK have produced, but for some reason lately, the UK does not embrace you know, good things. There's one kid I spoke about vaguely, that's into fitness and all of that. He did, what's the name of his business? He's a Brit. He started doing business, what is it? Like deliver pizza, but he was doing things on the side, doing the t-shirt and all of that, and his business have become very, very lucrative. He's like a millionaire now. Okay, he's probably at the same level as Nike, maybe not as that level, but close enough. Okay, so he's a Brit. So when you see young people who's using their brain to create, to get themselves out of any, you know, position, poverty or whatever it is, I don't think the British monarch, the British family, royal family, likes that. And then it's preventing the people from expanding their brilliancy. This is the thing. But anyway, let me not go. This video is very long.
In fighting for our rights and our freedoms, sometimes at the cost of their own liberty, sometimes at the cost of their own lives.
Yep.
By enshrining our great struggles for democracy by having an elected figurehead who we choose, who is accountable to all of us, and who can tell the world that this country is a genuine democracy where all citizens are treated as equal.
Oh my God, my blood is boiling to see this young boy, this young man who's talking, who's making sense. When you know you have a platform, you have to say things, you know, things that make sense. Yes, I agree with them.
Why can't we have a figurehead who, if they fail in their responsibilities to represent us, we at least have the ability to remove them?
Exactly.
We can finally become citizens, not subjects. We'd be sovereign. But it's so revealing that monarchism is, for so many, about a lack of faith, of confidence in their own country. Take tourism. Often this is the go-to argument for many who say they support the royal family, not enthusiastically, but because they believe that the only reason that so many people from across the world come to these shores is because we have an unelected head of state. But what of the facts? Of the £127 billion a year that tourism brings into this country in normal times, it's claimed that 500 million, a derisory amount, comes because we have a monarchy. And even that figure is completely dishonest. They throw...
I spoke about this also. I think France is #1 and they don't even have a monarchy. And the other thing is, with the nonsense that's going in the UK, not too many people wants to go over there. Do you think I want to go over there to visit? If I have money, I'd rather go someplace else. Okay? Their behavior, their nonsense that they're displaying on world stage, why would I want to spend my money over there? I don't think so.
Throw, for example, St. Paul's Cathedral into that to justify that claim. More people visit Chester Zoo than Windsor Castle or Buckingham Palace. There are so many millions of reasons why people come to this country and would still come to this country whether or not we have a monarchy. Do we really have such little confidence in ourselves that we believe our figurehead should be people randomly selected by birth of whom we know almost nothing, who are objectively unaccountable, profoundly secretive, who have exceptionally serious allegations against them, and who have mistreated now 2 women so abominably? This is a scandal that demands of us to take racism and mental health very seriously.
Oh my God, he's spot on. Yes. Yeah.
But it's also a scandal which raises very serious questions about the way that this country's run. Sometimes traditions are injustices which have simply prevailed for too long. We could have the confidence in ourselves to choose those to serve us, who represent us as our figureheads, not on the basis of the family in which they are born, but on the basis of their ability and their talent. That we could tell the world that we are genuinely, finally, a proper, healthy democracy. After centuries of struggle and sacrifice by our ancestors to fight for a genuine democracy with rights and freedoms for us as citizens rather than subjects, what better way to honour that struggle and that sacrifice by finally abolishing the monarchy and having a head of state and their families who are accountable to us.
Wow, wow, wow. I'm very impressed. Okay, he's so right. Excellent. Okay, there's this. Excellent. Who is he? Who is he? Who is he? Okay, socialist, anti-fascist, Guardian columnist, author, podcaster, geriatric, millennial, basic gay gem rat. Okay, he's a gem rat. He, him, YouTube channel. Okay, very interesting. Okay, let's see here. But 2 feedback points. Can we normalize saying Meghan and Prince Harry's interview exposed? Okay, and Meghan did say conversations plural around the color of their children's skin tone and what this will mean for the monarchy. Okay, Owen is on point. That has always been true. He is a fearless, is saying it like it is. All right, there's that. Meghan is our final move of the American Revolution. And the thing is that Meghan went over there to help them. Meghan went to help them. This one is Meghan is our final move to American Revolution. That was I remember I've said this in couple videos. Alright, so this one is kind of funny. Meghan is our final move to the American Revolution. Okay, to those who say people only visit the UK because of the royal family, if England abolished the monarchy and turned all their homes into museums, a lot more of us will visit more often. The truth is, it won't happen for another 100 years because England is so in love with its abusive past. Alright, now that we know the noises that is being amplified, like it's the entire country, maybe now we're starting to, how will I say that, pinpoint where the noise is coming. It's just from a few. Okay, it's just from a few, the people who are controlling the media. But the people are starting to listen. I remember, what is it, I think this morning, one of the videos that I upload, YouTube blacked it, and it was black from a whole bunch of countries. Britain was one of them, and I'm like, what did the video have that for England to the UK to black it? But anyway, I'm disputing it. Okay, UK government, toxic British media, and British royal family should really listen what the young generation are saying. They don't want to change. Okay, what was that article from Vanity Fair with Princess Anne? Alright, they don't want to change. They don't want to listen. And at the same time, you could understand them. You're not doing that much to get that much money. So we're just not as greedy as them and selfish. Alright, protecting Andrew is the deal for old Camilla to be, to be ruined. Wow. Alright, next tweet. Okay, I'm already past an hour. Alright, I will never forget the photo. This is art. Yeah, I thought that was really nice. Alright, there's this best. This is blessing from God. Okay, yes, I remember the grace they both had. Her mother sitting along in that box with such a class, and of course Meghan herself. Alright, so that's it. Alright, so that's that. Alright, mushroom pecker. Alright, so there's that. I'm not gonna go into it. Okay, let's do a prayer. Whatever is there, let's pick something under this, a small one. Hopefully I could read it. Alright, let's do this one. Okay, as the dawn breaks on a new year, let us give thanks to all we hold dear, our health, our family, and our friends. Let us release our grudges, our anger, and our pains, for these are nothing but binding chains. Let us live each day in the most loving ways and God-conscious way. Let us serve all who are in need, regardless of race, color, or creed. Let us keep God of our own understanding in our hearts and to chant God's name each day. Let us lead the world from darkness to light, from falsehood to truth, and from wrong to right. Let us remember that we are all one, embracing all, discriminating against none. May your year be filled with peace, prosperity, and love. May God's blessing shower upon you and bestow upon each of you a bright, healthy, and peaceful new year. I think I read this in another video, but I'm tired. I think I'm gonna take a break. I've been recording all day and editing, but that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And that's it. Happy New Year.
For me, it's an added member of the family. It's another team player as part of the bigger team. And you know, for all of us, all we want to do is be able to carry out the right engagements, carry out our work, and try and encourage others and the younger generation to be able to see the world in the correct sense, rather than perhaps having a distorted view.